Well, you got to ask yourself, has it all started? Okay, I'm going to talk for about 5-6 minutes. I want to share with you guys kind of my feelings with XRP, and we're going to get into some XRP news today because I want to tell you what I'm doing. Okay, XRP, a lot of people get on the price of crypto when it is down. I kind of welcome it, right? I'm not retiring here in the next 2 years. Still working, still showing up each and every day. It's kind of just a mindset and a goal and mentality. Even if you do have that mindset where you're out of the game, I don't think I could even give up crypto. Okay, it's just it's a sport, if you will. And I think that as we look at what XRP is doing, this is kind of where I'm happy as if we can go as many days as we can before XRP's price pumps. I'll take it, okay? Gives me more time to allocate capital and get involved into the game, add more to my position. So I want to share with you guys kind of what I'm doing here, and we'll talk about kind of some of the highlights along the way. But welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us, okay? We're going to look at the market as it currently stands. XRP, even XLM, we are having an outstanding day on the charts. Up 4.1% as we look at XRP, almost breaching through 240. Okay, so we'll take that. It's been a great week and month for XRP. And I am going to be looking forward to, I did pull something up on my X page if you don't follow me on X, make sure you do so, within Elizabeth Warren and Brad Garlinghouse. I don't know if that's fully going on, but looks like they're going to go toe to toe a little bit about crypto. So I'm interested to see that play out. If we do get it, great. If not, doesn't change a thing in my book, okay? But this is what we came here to talk about. I am going to share with you the XRP futures market, and this is where we look for an open interest high over the last 5 months. So connecting dots on everything and looking between what's going on, I want to talk about, we're going to look into the trading view as well, and we are going to pull up the chart here because I want to share with you guys kind of where my head's at. Now, I want to share another thing. This is not financial advice. So as we get along what I'm doing here in this video, always keep in mind to do your own research and just understand this is what I'm doing. Okay, I'll never tell you to buy or sell crypto. So please keep that in mind as you continue to follow along. All right. But if you are a spot or leverage trader and you are looking to make some moves in the market, check out BTCC, okay? If you're not using it by now, this is probably the hottest promotion going on in crypto for an exchange sign up, 10% bonus on your first time deposit. You will get access to over 300 plus futures if you are a leverage trader. If you're a spot trader, you can trade spot on BTCC as well. No VPN KYC necessary. But the big kind of thing here for anyone trading leverage is 40% lower trading fees. So who doesn't like that? Sign up with BTCC today. That link will be down below where you will see, it will take you over to this page where the promo will be automatically applied. Okay, not financial advice. Make sure you understand their terms and conditions. But if you want to start trading with them, go for it. Okay. But this is kind of where we get into the consolidation back from March, in my opinion. And you're going to have to forgive some of my squiggly lines. Sometimes I'm up studying charts kind of late into the wee hours, and I'm not really too, I guess you'd say, concerned with the aesthetics. Okay, I'm not very aesthetically pleasing when I'm trying to work on something fast. But as we look into kind of what XRP has been doing, and I will show you a little bit of what's going on, right? This is kind of this zone right here, and it's essentially just hasn't broken down or broken out of this since we've had that huge pump that we got back in the Q4 of December, end of November in 2024. Now, to kind of piggyback off of that comment, I do think that this is something where it's a little bit different as we now have essentially another little parallel channel forming, okay? And when we do have this in a bullish direction, that is something where I do look for a little bit of promise out of this. We are seeing the moving averages cross over one another, and as we kind of turn the page into the post-summer months, right? Everybody's talking Q3, Q4. I'm not going to be an XRP fanboy up here telling you guys, you know, I don't even want to say it, but you watch a lot of stuff, you hear a lot of things, and, you know, I understand the premise of last chance to buy XRP before it blows up. I understand that, right? I tell myself that pretty much every day, but because I feel like I just can't add enough before it's too late. That's just me, okay? Everybody has different financial situations. So some people watching this video are millionaires. Some people watching this video have $1 in their bank account, and everybody's fine and welcome on my channel, okay? So that's kind of where people will differ in their approaches. So do what's best for you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. And that's where we've been loading up on XRP continuously because I don't want to be buying here. Okay. My wife's pissed at me because I told her to buy XRP back when it was over $3, and her, I'm allowed to tell what to do. Okay. But that's kind of a little different story. But as she gets upset about buying XRP over $3 when she wanted to get into crypto and wanted to just kind of join the wave, I said, hey, why are you buying XRP over $3 and not buying it at $2? It's just very, very easy to kind of understand the math here, right? If you just kind of dollar cost average, it's a great method. There's a reason why it's in textbooks. It works. There's a reason why people do it. Okay. And that's kind of where we look at XRP right here. If you're doing that consistently, you're not buying it at 266 on the high point. You're not mad when you're buying it at $1.91. And it's something where it's just continuously adding XRP, because if they do get to where they're going to, it's pure speculation, right? We could be 10, 15, 20 years from now talking about Ripple, XRP. Oh my God, we got cross-border payments that are going to revitalize the financial world, okay? It may never even happen. Now, that's not FUD. I'm just saying that's worst case scenario. But until we actually get utility operating in the everyday use for us as not just crypto traders, but as people, okay? We want to use this stuff. We don't want to just keep talking about it on YouTube and reading about it on X and reading the news articles and buying something that's just kind of just spinning in circles. Brad Garlinghouse won't even be around in 10, 20 years probably. Who knows? So keep that in mind. That's just kind of me going outside the box. But XRP right now, like we've said, still trading in that 225 to 240 channel. And like I said, a little bit more of an ascension that we are getting here from a parallel that has been starting to form. And that's where I kind of want to look at kind of what is not just from the June 24th date, 22nd roughly, to where we're at right here, right now, okay? That does represent, and I will show you guys and measure this out for you, okay? That does represent about a 25% move up into the green in the last 18 days. So yes, unless you bought at the bottom, it would not be 25%. I do have a trading indicator, does tell you some things from time to time, does not automatically always call the bottom, but it is something where if you're dollar cost averaging, that's going to kind of be the same thing as if you were down 25% in the last 18 days, which has happened with XRP, and you just don't really, quite frankly, get hit as hard. That's just kind of my mindset, what I'm doing. Keep that in mind when you're going about your business, okay? But this is what we came here to talk about. All right, enough of me rambling. The XRP futures is seeing open interest hitting a 5-month high. Now, as you look at this screen, you're seeing a nice little XRP Ripple coin, and you're wondering yourself, probably if you're not even a futures trader, what does this mean for us as holders, as traders? Well, simply put, if futures are hitting an all-time high, a 5-month high, if you will, that's where people are getting bullish again, okay? And that may end up changing gears. We may see those positions canceled, okay? They may jump ship, and then we're right back there at square zero. But if you do follow the numbers and you follow the money, right now big bets are on XRP to do well. And this data is coming out from CoinGlass as we look at a 800 million XRP. That's the highest peak, all right? So up 33% from its June 22nd low, and my head's in the way, but if we look at it, you can kind of see what's going on here in this big increase that we've seen within the open interest. And it's not anything legendary, but it is something where it does correlate with the price of XRP. If you do look at these trends, you can see the yellow line indicating the XRP price, and the gray bluish line is the open interest in the market, okay? So that's kind of where we're at, and it's interesting to note the reason why I don't think we've seen the yellow actually take effect right now is because if you look at those green bars, those green bars at the bottom of your screen, that is the trading volume for XRP, okay? And that has significantly decreased, in my opinion, dating back to we had a couple spikes there in April, once in May, but for the better part of May and the whole month of June and July, the trading volume has been down for XRP considerably versus where we saw the November through February, March months, okay? So that's kind of what we have going on. You can look at the funding rates, still holding positive. That's a good sign. We have the open interest highest since January, and that's kind of where we look into the on-chain for, what you guys all want to know. That is where we look for the price predictions for XRP. Not going to give you that because I don't have that crystal ball. And even if I did, that's kind of up to you, right? We talk about XRP every single day. You guys are smart enough. You follow the news. You follow XRP. You know what it's doing, right? We've been saying the same stuff day in and day out. Unfortunately, sometimes you could have all the good narratives and catalysts in the world, and the price does not kind of meet expectations in that regard. So that's why we got to stay up to date with the news, keep kind of holding the line. I do believe in XRP, continuing to look to buy it. And that's just been my mantra for the better part of 2024. So and onward. So I'll leave you guys with that. Please leave me a comment down below. This is a video that I know we went a little bit longer than expected, but wanted to get some stuff off my chest. But the big takeaway here is the futures market in terms of XRP is hitting a 5-month high. This is very bullish for XRP. Even got the bullish shirt on. So we're going to look at the XRP to be bullish. That's what I'm hoping for, at least for my case. If you guys hold XRP, make sure you all follow me and subscribe for more. Turn on that notification bell because we do talk XRP each and every single day. Appreciate you guys and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.